We cannot encourage people to make more money in unemployment than they do in employment. Gee, I wonder why giving people enough to live on comes out to more than minimum wage. Maybe that says something. Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Murdered by Words, where we're going to be looking at the best insults, comebacks and roasts on the internet. And not the roast that you eat, the roast, like the word ones. Yeah, it's probably not the best to have like a meal together right now. Stay inside guys, watch this video. Just in, 51 Italian doctors who tested positive for coronavirus have died. Italian Association of Doctors. Could we get this confirmed by a non-MSM source? This is a statement from the Italian Association of Doctors. Who do you want to hear it from? Karen on Facebook? Well, yeah, probably. That guy probably is married to a Karen who goes on Facebook and posts that stuff. If the roles were reversed and young people were more likely to die, our parents and grandparents would do anything to save us. Hashtag fact, 100 emoji. I think the souls of about 58,000 20-somethings who went over to Vietnam would disagree. Isn't that just, climate change? Like, the majority of old people, well, I don't want to say majority, but a lot of old people don't care, because, it won't affect them. It's a bit cold outside this morning in Middle America. Aren't you glad you aren't heating your home with a solar panel like the nitwit socialist this person is demanding? -4 degrees. Do solar panels work in the cold? Yes, solar panels work by absorbing light from the sun, not heat. In fact, the chemical reactions that occur within the solar panels are more efficient at cooler temperatures. Also, white snow can act like a mirror to reflect more light onto them. Okay, I'm not the best tweeter. Like, my tweets are awful, and I tweet like once every 2 weeks or something. I'm bad at it. But the thing that I do is think about it. You don't tweet that out really confidently without researching, so come on. You couldn't just Google that really quick. Please do that. A 16-year-old has written a thought-provoking letter to the Times this morning. Annoyed. Sir, I am getting increasingly annoyed at the barrage of articles about teenagers and the adults who keep trying to explain our behavior, moods and meltdowns. What's inside the teenage brain? March 1st. I am 16 and a straight-A student, like most of my friends. We are not as irrational and immature as adults seem to think. We've grown up with the financial crisis and accept that most of us will be unemployed. We no longer flinch at bloody images of war because we've grown up seeing the chaos in the Middle East and elsewhere. Most of us are cynical and pessimistic because of the environment we've grown up in, which should be explanation enough for our apparent insolence and disrespect, without experts having to write articles about it. Has no one ever seen that we are angry at the world we live in? Angry that we will have to clean up your mess while you hold us in contempt, analyzing our responses as though we were another species? I would like adults to treat us not as strange creatures from another world, but as human beings with intelligent thought. A little different from yours perhaps, but intelligent thought nonetheless. Stop teaching adults how to behave around us, and instead teach them to respect us. Jenny Hurd. Literally everything she said there was right, in my opinion, but I guarantee the people that it was meant for will not care whatsoever. They'll just see it as like immature or whatever, literally what she's trying to go against. Forbes tweets, why Pakistan should be on every solo female traveler's bucket list. Did human trafficking write this? Yeah, I don't know. Pakistan might have some very nice places to travel, but why solo female? Like, why? Why are we allocating emergency aid for the arts? Screamed by people who have been watching Netflix, reading books, and playing video games for 18 hours per day. For your information, J.K. Rowling didn't require government funding to bring us Harry Potter. That Kevin Smith didn't require government funding to bring us Clerks, and at Steam didn't require government funding to bring us Counter-Strike. Please try again, comrade. So, J.K. Rowling was on government assistance when she wrote Harry Potter, that Kevin Smith did use FEMA flood relief to fund Clerks, and Steam is a piece of software, not a company. Seems like the government money we spent on your education was a waste. How can you be so confident on 3 different things and get all of them very, very wrong? These people gathering for a dinner? Exercising our right to assemble in defiance of unconstitutional demands, dining in public at the restaurant of our choice. Freedom is never negotiable. Hashtag fake pandemic. Wow, yeah, well, I guess you can't have Easter without a Last Supper. It's just natural selection, really, isn't it? I hate how that looks like a kid, though, on the right, and they've made their kids go there, like, oh, no. My professor just told me that if we get a whiff of smoke, it's because another professor put the papers he was grading in the microwave to rid them of any chance of coronavirus, and then the papers caught on fire. I can't make this stuff up, people. Silly professor, coronavirus can't survive the 3 weeks between collecting the papers and them finally getting around to grading. Oh, burn! Let's just hope it wasn't the chemistry professor, because he's not going to be in a job very soon if that's the case. A comeback which doesn't directly attack American healthcare. Well, you can't attack something that doesn't exist. Bruh. Whoa, no, it does exist, it just costs you literally an arm and a leg. Like, literally, you have to sell an arm and a leg to be able to afford it most of the time. The Home Office says NHS doctors, nurses and paramedics with UK work visas due to expire before the 1st of October will have them automatically extended for a year so they can focus on fighting coronavirus. So, screw off back to where you came from, after you've saved our lives. Thank you so much. Oh, we love you guys. Yeah, you could probably argue that that's a murder, but the real murder would be not renewing them, sending them on a plane altogether, and then them all getting coronavirus. That would literally be murder. Okay, hear me out. You can choose any superpower, but the first person to reply gets to choose a side effect. What power do you choose? Okay, I can turn invisible when wanted, but it's useless since no one wants you. It was supposed to be funny, not like brutal, jeez. I've got a feeling that as a zoologist and former head of education and animal training at a zoology facility, I'm more qualified to comment. Animals don't have to squeal in pain to be uncomfortable. If that's your measure, then please never get a pet. I have pets, have done all my life, never caused them pain. Zoologist? Of course you are. I'm a qualified vet. Rocket scientist too. Why? Because I said so. No bend. University of Hull, class of 2011, public record, LinkedIn profile, Ash Lyons, and for good measure here's a few pictures of me in my uniform with 2 lionesses I raised from birth. No bend. And yeah, I know it's not no bend, that's not what you're supposed to say, but quite frankly, this person deserves a made up word for them because god, they're stupid. Want to hear a joke? Picking Bulbasaur. Want to hear better jokes? Charizard was the worst starter by science. It was the worst by Pro Analyzer's articles. Never mentioned by the developers when they were asked which is the best starter. It was crap in meta until 2013 when they gave it a Mega Evolution. Smogon even used to not recommend using it. It was surpassed by Infernape and Blaziken in non-Mega and Mega rounds by Smogon, while Venusaur is OU since Gen 2, and arguably the best competitively out of the 3 in Gen 1. It reached Uber in Gen 5, and to this day, it's still at the top of the grass starter Pokemon in both normal and Mega Evolution categories in metagame. You want another joke? You, after being a dummy with this meme. I don't understand any of this, but I kinda like picking Charizard because he's cool and looks cool, he's got fire and stuff. What? If you want to pick Bulbasaur, or you want to pick Squirtle, you want to pick Charmander, I don't care. I don't care at all, and you shouldn't either. Stew to Costa Coffee. It's about time you hired some proper barristers. If you charging these prices, they don't know what they're doing. You should change your name to Costa Fortune. Customer support at Costa Coffee. You need a barrister to defend you for your crimes against the English language, unless you mean barista, in which case, maybe you should change your name to Stupid. Stu? Who the frick are you talking to like that on your minimum wage? You can't speak to me like that when it's your job. Yeah, tell it to your barrister. Now, is there anything else, other than grammar, I can help you with today, Mr. Pitt? Oh, Costa Coffee going off. I like this place now. In Canada, Canadians are actually getting $2,000 per month. What would Americans get in Canada? Healthcare? Yeah, probably. R. Kelly wants to be released from jail because he's concerned about the coronavirus. Well, if it was COVID-15, he'd be cool with it. I mean, yeah, just don't get into prison, then you don't have to be concerned about it. That's a good tip for you. Volunteering at a soup kitchen is one of the least productive things you can do to change the world. Art can inspire people and motivate them. Food is important, yes, but you aren't changing that person's life. Whoever wrote this post has definitely never been hungry. Yeah, I remember one Christmas when we were short on money, so my brother just drew us some pictures of mashed potato. It was poppin'! We ate the pencils too. What kind of an idiot writes this? Like, ooh, art is better than food. Yeah, okay, man. At Gamestop, help. Hey, can I sell back games for cash? I'm just worried about the low chance of survival with the coronavirus outbreak. Yes, you can, and don't worry, the survival rate is fairly high. Oh, no, I was talking about you. Right, I'm sorry if you're an investor in GameStop, or you work there, or you're like an owner of a franchise or something, but how is GameStop still a thing? Does anyone actually go there to buy physical games? You know you can download them now. We have that. You know, you don't have to go into a place and talk to us. You don't have to. Yet again, a day when multi-millionaires won't put hands in pockets while the little guy's doing everything they can for their staff. Where is our list? Gordon Ramsay? You complain about food for a living, closed restaurants with your poison pen because they didn't kiss your butt. Ever thought about giving back across these difficult times? I've done nothing but put my hands in my pockets for years. Wow, to be fair, Gordon Ramsay roasting someone without using the F word every other word, that's quite good from him. The vaccine they are making to tackle coronavirus has been contaminated by COVID-19. We are caught out on the hoax. Do not take the test. There are some people and theorists saying that the vaccine code is the sign of the demon. Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. How are you related to me? Normally I'd be content to just ignore your retardation as I do whenever one of your other posts pops up in my feed. However, the depths to which you've plundered to the bottom of the barrel here has made me want to shed my usual inhibitions and tell you squarely to frick right off. As of this writing, COVID-19 is responsible for nearly 50,000 deaths, and baseless conspiracy nonsense BS like what you're espousing is fuel for the fire. Your other family members are too polite to tell you to stuff it, but thankfully, as an American lout, I feel no shame in calling you the daft person you are. Get help and stop reading articles you don't understand, willfully misinterpret, or that mislead your sick mind. Jeez, there's no messing about with this guy, he does not care, that is a murdered by words. Wow, you made it all the way to the end, so you may as well click another one, right? Look, murdered by words right there. Wait, it's not? Oh, is it there? Either one. They might not even be murdered by words. It's another video though. Click it.